we have 4 countries represented: Denmark, Norway, Germany, and Tunisia. And we shall start in Tunisia with Icompass. Icompass is a Tunisian startup specialized in artificial intelligence and natural language processing, NLP. The Icompass team's services primarily cater to the needs of public and private institutions as well as public figures and groups in Tunisia and beyond, assisting them with their digital strategic plans, communication, and marketing. But they also use the latest technologies such as digital reputation analysis and evaluation, as well as chatbots, in addition to deliver bespoke services based on Arabic and African language text analyses. So now we will watch a video about Icompass.
The Icompass team is composed of academics, engineers specialized in information technology, mathematics, and linguistics. The team's services cater to the needs of public figures and groups in order to assist them with their digital strategic plans, communication, and marketing. We work around the clock using the latest technologies, such as digital reputation analysis and evaluation, chatbot, churn identification, and other consulting services. Icompass is also unique thanks to its innovative language processing technology, and linguistic barriers are no longer an obstacle for the team. Indeed, we have developed a program that makes it possible to process even Arabic and African dialects. Our business model is based on a subscription business model. We target companies interested in detecting Arabic language and dialects, fake news, propaganda, misinformation, and infodemic. Our typical customer can be media companies and journalists, NGOs working with immigration and refugees, and companies aware of their digital reputation, like banks and telco companies. After the Arabic Spring, a rapid increase in social media usage was noticed in the Arab world. As a drawback of this exponential growth, false and harmful information was spread around social media. As a result, a number of initiatives to detect or to debunk them were conducted. At Icompass, we created our own AI models to detect the propaganda and the infodemic based on latest technologies. Indeed, our system using deep learning does not need any craft-handed work. Our system showed high performances on fighting the COVID-19 infodemic, detecting fake news, and identifying check-worthy Arabic tweets. Our performances are validated by participating in international Icompass evaluation and published in top computer science international conferences. Our system can be used by media like DW, journalists, companies, NGOs, etc. We focus on Arabic languages and dialects, which are underrepresented in academia and research works. Moreover, only few work was conducted on Arabic languages and dialects because of the political constraints in the Arabic countries. Our main need is to work on a large-scale use case. A collaboration with DW will give us the opportunity to work on a real use case, hence pushing our model to the best results. This will be the first kind of a system that can detect automatically propaganda and infodemic based on standard Arabic languages, but also on different Arabic dialects. In the near future, we plan to apply our models on African languages and dialects.
All right, so let's now talk to Icompass. Ahlan, Tunisia, how are you?
Competition.
You need to turn your microphone on. Okay, say that again, please. We do have a minute there.
Okay, so hello everyone. This is Icompass from Tunisia. We are very glad and very happy to be at the 4 finalists at this year's competition.
And we're glad to have you. So let me ask you a couple of questions quick. You guys are using automated AI to detect misinformation. Can you give us some examples on how that really works, and when you witnessed that the contribution of this kind of AI was really valuable to ensure democratic values?
Okay, thank you. So we actually build our AI models using deep learning data sets of high qualities. Our models learn by itself. hence, we have great results using our collected high-quality data sets. So every time we have great data sets, we have higher and higher results.
Okay, data is the key. And also, a lot of your work focuses on analyzing and detecting Arabic language propaganda and the like. What inherent differences are there in the Arabic online world that you and your AI tools have to pay particular attention to?
So the challenge is that the Arabic language no one worked on, and particularly Arabic dialects. So our main focus at Icompass is that we use underrepresented languages like the Arabic dialects. And this challenge collecting data sets, high quality, and hence participating in conferences. We participated in the cross-language evaluation forum 2021, in the NLP for also 2021, and for the Arabic language. And hence we have proved that our models achieve great results for the Arabic languages.
Okay, thank you, Haima. I'm afraid our time's up now, but thank you, Icompass, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Next, we'll be off to Denmark. Next, we're off to Denmark, where our finalists Clipworks are based. And here's what they do. Clipworks enables broadcast journalists to easily collect, manage, and use video content from their audiences. By sharing a simple link with your audience, they are encouraged to record and submit a video to you. And minutes later, that video is available for the journalist, ready to edit and publish on air. Based in Denmark, Clipworks has cooperations with professional broadcasters like NDR in Germany, RTBF in Belgium, and more. And here's the Clipworks pitch video.
My name is Asger. I am the co-founder and CEO of Copenhagen-based startup Clipworks. For the past 10 years, I've been working as a journalist with the Danish broadcasting on both sides of the camera. And based on these experiences, we, my partner Nicola and I, decided to create Clipworks. Now, what do we do in Clipworks? Basically, we have created a platform for journalists like myself that enables them to quickly and easily collect video content from anyone and use that video in a TV show, for social media, or in an article, or wherever you want to use it. And the way it works is that you create a campaign with the instructions, and if you scan the QR code here, you are able now to see an example. This is what you send out to your audience. They interact, they submit a video, and then you get all these videos into the cloud, maybe 100 videos, and then you select the best ones as a journalist and say, this is really cool, this is really cool, this is really cool. I want to work with that in whatever editing software I am using normally, and put that into a context, into a TV show or wherever. Now, why should we win this award? I think we're bringing something new to the market here, something that hasn't been built before. And by doing this, we are helping the broadcasters to actually engage and increase the engagement with the audience, to connect in a different way and make it really easy for the contributors out in their homes or wherever they are to participate and raise their opinion and share their thoughts on a specific topic. And we're helping for the journalists to put out a big net and get in videos that are relevant within a context and use those videos. That's basically it. So thank you very much for your time. Ja, und genau, wir sehen uns und danke aus Dänemark. Tschüss.
A little bit of German there towards the end as well, which We're all such an international community here today. Unfortunately, Oscar Rasmussen from Clipworks is not with us right now. Perhaps, hopefully, we'll manage to catch him a bit later. So for the time being, that was the Clipworks presentation, and I'm going to move on to the next startup, and hopefully we'll get that technical glitch sorted out. But at least we stay in the neighborhood. We stay in Scandinavia with our next finalist, and that company is Mjol AS from Norway. Now, Mjol is a software company founded in Bergen, and the company invented a cloud-based media management and AI tool called Mimir, which is built for journalists and video editors. Mimir is used by broadcasters, media houses, production companies, and other organizations that are in need of smart media management solutions. It is used, among others, by Alla News Channel, Danish Radio, and Sky News Australia. And this is their pitch video.
Hello, we are Mjol, a 2.5-year-old product company from Bergen, Norway, and the inventor of Mimir, a smart cloud media management solution. And we believe we should win this contest as we deliver a new breed of solutions for this industry. Because if you're working with media production within broadcast or film production, you probably spend a lot of time searching for videos or images that you know your company has in its archive. But it's hard to find those, because it depends on your colleagues having entered the right description or metadata for the assets to have an efficient search. Also, many existing media management solutions require the user to be at work to access the media. And that is especially challenging these days when most of us are working from home. And what if there was a solution that would make all this media content you share with your coworkers available from any location without the need to transfer big files which you typically wouldn't have enough space to store on your laptop or home computer? And what if it was really easy to find what you're looking for in a big video or image library without requiring manually tagging or description of the content? We have developed Mimir, which provides a unique solution to both of these problems. With Mimir, the big files can stay on-premise, but we convert them to small-sized files that can be stored in the cloud, making them available to all your colleagues in a very simple-to-use web application. It also integrates with your favorite tools such as Adobe Premiere Pro or Adobe Photoshop, making the whole process of moving files around something you don't even need to think about. Mimir also uses artificial intelligence to analyze the content automatically and to make the system understand what people are saying, who is present in the videos, and what their surroundings are. We use speech-to-text, face detection, object detection, and many more AI services to tag and index the content so the journalists and video editors can perform simple searches like: what clips do we have where people are talking about the phrase housing crisis in 2019? And what did Boris Johnson say about Brexit before he got elected? And give me all still pictures where Barack Obama and Vladimir Putin are together, and they should be outdoors and there should be cars in the picture. We launched Mimir as a software as a service solution in 2019, and we have already gained about 25 broadcasters and production houses across the whole world using it in their daily productions, and with more being added every month. And because it runs on native cloud infrastructure, we can scale it both up and down to make it fit customers of all sizes. And if you do want to know more, you can reach us at mjol.no. Thank you.
All right, that's Mjol AS with their product Mimir from Norway. And let's talk to them. Kvashgir, did I pronounce that correctly?
Sorry, can you repeat?
I was just asking you how you're doing. How are you? Kvashgir.
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm right now. I am a little bit outside Bergen, actually, at the hotel, but finally traveling a little bit again.
Okay, well, we're all looking forward to travel being part of our lives again, and which is why we are actually having to hold this event digitally. We wish it was an event where you could travel, but I think we still have a while when we're going to have to abide by some additional rules until things can relax. But in the meantime, we have this space to speak, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about Mimir. So, from what I gather, you guys have a truly unique tool here that does so many things all at once. How would you conceptualize that for someone who perhaps doesn't work in journalism, or perhaps someone who may work in journalism but just as a freelancer and doesn't have to deal with in-house systems all the time?
Yes, exactly. And I think to the point, it's actually very important for us to talk to the users of our systems and not necessarily the choosers. So what the Mjol does is that when you're working as a journalist or video editor, you have a need to access, of course, a lot of the media that's being ingested into your organization. And many times that is something you have on your laptop, it's something you have on-premise at your headquarters, it's something from your remote bureaus. But sometimes you struggle to access that fast enough. And that is exactly what Mjol does. It connects to all the customers' different storage solutions. It does use a lot of smart AIs to automatically index that, and then you can search and work on that. And you don't need to care where your high-res is stored. You just work on it because we have this proxy or low resolution method you can work on. So it works on low bandwidth and low performance computers. And then when you want to render out videos, you can do that centrally or you can do it locally on your own computer.
And without giving away too many company details or secrets, how do you actually make gigabytes and terabytes of data, which is what journalists often have to use, accessible from everywhere? And how is the quality of those files, those videos and images, still usable for broadcast if you break them down to smaller parts?
Yes, so in the old days when you created low resolution or proxy files, the resolution was not very good. These days, the proxy version, which is about 1 to 2% of the original high-res resolution file, they actually are good enough, I would say, to publish to online or social media and even to TV these days. So it makes the whole workflow a lot easier to work with. And that does mean that you can, yes, absolutely reach this from anywhere. And yeah, it's just a few days ago, I spoke to a big international media house, and because of the Corona days, a lot of them actually had the majority of the hardware stored on their own laptops or disks. And then, of course, it made it even more difficult to access this from remotely.
Okay, that's great. Can I just ask everyone who's in the room to switch off their microphones because there's a lot of noise going on right now? And I have one more question, and that is, I'm kind of impressed with all the data that your tool can analyze to such detail without any human help. I mean, you mentioned pictures of Barack Obama with Vladimir Putin outdoors in front of a car, and I can probably specify the color of the car as well, I assume. How does that work? I have a hard time doing that job myself. How does a computer do it so easily?
Yeah, no, the AI really has improved massively last year. And I think that is also some of the key, our time to market is that a lot of technology now is so mature and it's quickly becoming more mature. So yes, absolutely, as you mentioned, I could do searches for searching for Boris Johnson or Trump, who says the word fake news, and you should be outside the White House. And you're not only finding the clips, you actually find the frames inside each clip super fast. So that is what modern technology can do these days. And yes, absolutely, it's one of the things that our customers really impressed because there is absolutely no manual logging.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm afraid our time is up now and we have to move on to the next company. But thank you so much, Mjol AS with Mimir, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much. Good luck to everyone else.
Thanks. And finally, we come back to our own neck of the woods, to Germany. The Story Market is a Munich-based startup founded in 2020. It offers competitor intelligence to publishers to purchase high-quality content from freelancers and publications worldwide. The Story Market also uses artificial intelligence, automated translation, and natural language processing (NLP) algorithms, and has created an analytics tool that measures and tracks a newsroom's own content and that of its competitors. Let's watch their pitch video.
Hey, my name is Lena Speth and we are the Story Market. Times are tough for media companies. Lower revenues have led to shrinking of newsroom teams. But we, the readers, expect the same coverage. So publications are looking for new ways of content supply and innovation in general. And this is where the story market comes into play. We help publishers to source content from other languages and other publications. We enhance the lifecycle of a single article by translating it and selling it into endless list languages. So how does it work? In a first step, publishers can analyze their own and competitors' content by data science and AI. In a second step, they can purchase matching or missing articles on our marketplace or hire a freelancer to do the job. Finally, the publisher can funnel back their own content into the marketplace, thus generating additional revenue. The growth of the marketplace is affected by network effects. And this way, we want to become the global player for content and intelligence in journalism. Here you see our current marketplace, and these are some sample data reports. How do we make money? On the marketplace, we charge a commission fee, and the content intelligence is available in a subscription plan. The market opportunity is actually huge. That's also why we expect an annual revenue of 100 million euros in the next 5 years. The story market is actually the first company to lift the traditional but high-value business of content syndication into the 21st century. By leveraging AI and data, we can recommend the perfect story and the perfect freelancer to a publication. Our cross-language and cross-border approach makes us not only a global company from day one, but also increases our defensibility. We were founded last year and raised a pre-seed round and got a public grant so far, and we're up to a seed round end of the year. Behind the story market is actually a diverse team of black hole researchers, journalists, and graduates from politics. We speak almost as many languages as Deutsche Welle is broadcasting in. And as Deutsche Welle, we are aiming to promote the understanding and the exchange of ideas among different cultures and people. The story market uses for this the mean of the 21st century technology.
That was the story market. And now let's talk to them. Servus nach München. Hope you guys are well.
We are. Servus to Berlin as well.
Oh, we're in Bonn today, but Bonn or Berlin doesn't matter. We're everywhere. First off, your core business is content syndication. Let me ask you, in a global where people can spend hours on end watching free videos online, how does your company help bring audiences back to proper journalism and away from cat videos?
Yeah, by basically distributing the great stories. We think there are a lot of great stories at the moment covered behind language barriers, and we want to make them available to publications.
And in your pitch, you also said that you aim to promote understanding and exchange of ideas among different cultures, much in the way that DW does. But you added that you will do so using the language of the 21st century, which you said is technology. Now, tell me more about that, please.
Yeah, I mean, editors who want to actually license articles from other publications have the same issue we have as readers. There's so much content out there. So as the other startup before us, we kind of make sense of this huge data mess. We analyze stories that are out there and use AI and data science to actually find the ones that are matching for another publisher. So let's say Deutsche Welle wants a certain type of story, we will find it from all the different publications, no matter in which language.
So in a way, is it fair to say that you empower freelancers or people who contribute to publications to not seek out this publication or that publication, but offer their expertise, say, I can contribute an article or a video on such and such content, such event, and then you find the niche that might purchase that? Is that how it works?
No, actually a little bit different. We think we work with content that has been published already. Let's say there is a really interesting story on a country like Iran, which I was working on, but it is published by a French magazine or a French freelancer. So a German editor here would not most likely not know about it. So what we do is basically helping this piece, this story that has been published, to find its way to a German publication that is in need of great content or great stories from Iran.
Okay, thank you, and thank you for clearing that up. Thank you to the story market, and we're fresh out of time here as well, and also good luck to you.
Thank you, Serda.
Thank you. And we also have two of our jurors with us today, Oliver Lino and Parul Madan, and I'm just going to hand the microphone over to them. Parul, do you want to say a couple of words about how you feel about this exciting startup contest today?
Yes, it has been really exciting. Svetlana, thanks for having me, first of all, for Deutsche Welle. And it's been really very interesting startup use cases that we had to go through and select and come to this level. So in my view, all of them who we selected from are also winners because they applied and we had to go through them. And they're really very, very vibrant and very, very great concepts that we see. And definitely the dispersion in media is the future. And looking at the responsible entrepreneurs, I definitely feel very confident that Deutsche Welle will be able to use some of these startups in their future as well.
And how do you feel about startups and media companies like Deutsche Welle working closer together, not just to have contests, but a startup might have a great product that a company like DW or any other broadcaster might use. How do you feel about this getting together of fresh ideas on the one hand and big established old brands on the other?
Yes, we are in the new times, and I think Deutsche Welle is a very big organization spread across globe, working with more than 32 languages. So they can definitely leverage the concepts and the new ideas from these startups in individual geography, individual use cases, because every geography also presents some kind of challenges, so to speak. So collaboration and cooperation is definitely needed. And this is the first step because inviting them to present and selecting some of those use cases that can work well, and then taking the next step as a leap of faith of collaborating and working together. I definitely see this dynamic more and more in the industry going forward.
All right, thank you. And over to Oliver Lino. Oliver, what are you looking forward to? What is something that you're looking out for as someone who is part of DW?
Yeah, I'm just don't looking after the tools. I also look after the ideas behind, and there we see a lot of a wide bandwidth of ideas, and especially when we look on the AI, on the language detection, especially for languages that are important for Deutsche Welle, so Arabic dialects or African languages, which are not like the popular languages. They are like Hausa or Kiswahili, and that makes me happy to be part of the jury. And I'm looking forward to find the decision in the next half an hour.
Okay, it's going to be exciting. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing truly all the best. Thank you for participating, and thank you also to our jurors and coaches for making this exciting event happen.